Hi guys, I need to talk about something. I need to make a response video to Shadiversity and specifically to Nate and Tyrant. A recent video showed them testing out a sword and putting it through its paces very hard. Unfortunately, in that video where they were pushing the sword kind of to the limit, they engaged it in a way that really wasn't safe. And I feel the need that we need to go back to basics a little bit about sword safety. They treated it in a way where they took minimal precautions and only said at the beginning, perhaps don't try this at home. And that was about the extent of it. It's really, we need to take a step back and really make sure that all of us understand that swords are not toys and not something that we need to treat in a laissez-faire fashion. Swords can break, and swords are very dangerous. They're for whatever reason not given the respect that they really should. They're weapons, and they're deadly weapons, just in the way that a gun is. Even knives at times are given more respect than what is effectively a 3-foot-long piece of deadly steel. And very early in the video, both Nate and Tyrant decide to test the swords by swinging 2 different swords at one another with just safety goggles on. And this is something that we absolutely should never try to attempt. You cannot swing 2 live blades at one another with no safety precautions in place. You guys had goggles on, and that's the very barest minimum. But in no circumstances should you guys be swinging live blades towards anything that you care about at all. The chance for a sword to have a chip and propagate that crack and snap in a situation where you don't know it, and once the tip breaks, it's going to go in any direction that you don't know. And you effectively have the end of the sword, the tip of the sword, flying off just like it's being shot out of a crossbow, and it's going to go into your mate, into the camera person, into your cat, or into your dog. No, absolutely not, guys. Anyone watching this, any audience member from Shadiversity, from my channel, from any other sword channel, do not swing a live blade at anything that you care about. If you're swinging it in the air, do it with nothing around. If you're swinging it at a target that's intended to be cut in 2, that's fine. That's the purposes of test cutting. If you're swinging it against a heavier target, then you need to take proper precaution. Matthew Jensen is kind of the gold industry standard for how to stress test these swords, and he's had to learn over the years that he needs to put on a lot of precaution because sometimes swords break, and when they break, you don't know where it's going to go, and the risk of injury is very high. A sword is a deadly object, and we want all of you, Nate, Tyrant, I want you guys to be able to continue making videos for years and years to come. Please, I beg you, take the proper precautions. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your audience who's going to be watching what you guys do and want to go home with their own swords and do the same things. A sword is a deadly weapon. It can cause grievous wounds or death in an instant. Please take care of yourselves. Use them cautiously and wisely. Do not swing a live blade at another person. Ever. Thank you.